Welcome! Today we are digging into a truly visionary blueprint for the future of farming. And I mean, this isn't just about growing more food. No, this is about re-engineering our entire agricultural system to build a more prosperous and equitable world, right from the ground up. And it's all based on an idea called the PROUT cooperative system.
So let's just start with one of the biggest, most fundamental questions humanity faces. How do we build a world without hunger? Because, food security isn't just about having enough to eat, it's the very bedrock of a healthy society. Solving this isn't some far-off dream. As we're about to see, it's a challenge with a tangible, really futuristic solution that we can unpack right now.
At the very heart of the PROUT philosophy is this simple but incredibly powerful guarantee that a thriving society must provide these 5 minimum requirements for every single person. It's an ambitious goal, absolutely. But it's one that this blueprint argues is totally achievable. And guess what? It all starts by completely revolutionizing how we think about our land and our food. Okay, so here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll look at the foundation of this whole idea. Then, we're going to analyze the 4 main systems of farming to see what's broken. After that, we dive into the cooperative vision itself and the step-by-step plan to make it a reality. Think of it as a practical guide to a much more abundant future. All right, let's jump right in. Before we can build a brand new model, we have to get brutally honest about what's working and, let's face it, what's fundamentally broken in the systems we're using to produce our food today. What's so interesting here is how clearly this source material lays out the hierarchy. It ranks these 4 systems from the absolute worst to the best. Right at the bottom, you've got the commune system, which, it's argued, fails on a deep psychological level. A little better is sharecropping, a slight improvement but still deeply flawed. Then you have private enterprise, which is good. But the real game changer, the one this blueprint is all about, is the cooperative system, right at the very top.
Wow! This powerful analogy just brilliantly illustrates why the commune system is ranked dead last. It cuts right to the heart of the issue, right? When you take away individual incentive, creativity and drive can just get crushed. People can feel trapped working without any real connection to their labor or its results. The argument is that it's a system that fundamentally works against human nature itself.
So sharecropping is a step up because it does introduce personal incentive. If you produce more, you earn more. But as you can see, the system has some major defects. It can lead to wasted land, it creates new kinds of inequality, and even a sort of modern feudalism. It's an improvement for sure, but it's like a leaky boat, still riddled with holes.
Now, individual private farming is even better, with much stronger incentives. But it also hits a ceiling. Think about it. A single farmer often just doesn't have the capital for that expensive modern technology. And this means vast tracts of land, especially the less fertile plots, are often left completely unused, which is a massive loss of potential for society.
So, having seen the limitations of all the other systems, we finally arrive at PROUT's proposed solution. This is where we stop focusing on what's broken and start exploring a vision for something truly transformative.
And this right here is the crucial insight. By uniting, farmers gain immense power. They can pool their resources to afford technology no single person could ever dream of. They can work together to turn barren land into fertile fields. Their collective voice can actually secure government support. It's a synergy that unlocks a level of productivity that, this model argues, is just impossible under any other system.
Okay, but how do we actually get there? Well, the PROUT model isn't some sudden revolution. It's a carefully planned, phased transition. Let's look at Phase 1, which is all about planting the very first seeds of change, and importantly, preparing the mindset for a new way of working together.
The strategy here is actually quite clever. It starts with the low-hanging fruit, that uneconomic land that isn't being used efficiently. By bringing this land into a cooperative, the model can immediately demonstrate its value. Then, the sale of land is prohibited to prevent speculation, and a simple, fair 50-50 profit split is established. But crucially, it all begins with education to foster that cooperative spirit needed for success.
And here's that initial split. You can see it right here. It's perfectly balanced. Landowners contribute the land, laborers contribute the work, and the rewards are shared equally. This establishes a baseline of fairness and mutual respect, which creates a really solid foundation for the next stages.
Now for the growth spurt. Once the model proves itself on a small scale, Phase 2 is all about scaling up. This means bringing in modern science and creating powerful incentives for everyone to get on board. This is where the acceleration really kicks in.
So in this phase, the more profitable economic lands are brought into the co-op. Science and technology are now applied at a huge scale. Agro-industries are built to create new jobs and reduce the pressure on the land itself. But the most radical step is the change in how profits are shared.
Just look at this dramatic shift. It's a total game changer. The share for landowners drops to 25%, while the share for active laborers jumps all the way to 75%. This is a powerful nudge, right? It essentially tells landowners, hey, your land is valuable, but your active participation is 3 times more valuable. This incentivizes them to stop being passive owners and become active working members of the cooperative themselves.
Now, this is a critical detail, and it's designed to protect the whole system. The model insists on dividend shares, which means everyone's return is based on the co-op's actual profit. It specifically avoids profit-earning shares, which act more like a fixed interest rate. And why does that matter? Because those fixed return shares could be bought up by outside capitalists, potentially destroying the cooperative spirit from within. This is all about shared risk and shared reward.
And that brings us to the final stages of the plan. This is the culmination of the whole journey, where the system is designed to reach its full potential and deliver on that initial promise, a world of security, prosperity, and abundance for everyone.
In Phase 3, the transformation is pretty much complete. The old concept of a separate landowning class just dissolves. Land is rationally distributed, and 100%, all of the profits now go to the active working members. At this stage, the efficiency is so high that rural unemployment effectively becomes a thing of the past.
This number is just astounding. In this fully realized system, only 30 to 45% of the population would need to be directly involved in agriculture to produce more than enough food for everyone. I mean, that demonstrates incredible efficiency. It frees up a huge portion of the population to pursue other industries, arts, sciences, and all sorts of development, unlocking immense human potential.
By Phase 4, the vision is complete. The agrarian problems that have plagued humanity for centuries are, well, solved. The system is so productive that those 5 minimum requirements we talked about at the beginning, food, clothing, housing, education, and healthcare, are guaranteed for all. This creates a brand new foundation of security upon which a truly advanced civilization could be built.
And this is the crucial point to remember. This is not a blueprint for some violent overthrow. It is a gradual, intelligent, and psychologically aware process of transformation. It's designed to work by demonstrating its own superiority, by inspiring people, and by educating them on the benefits of cooperation. It's a revolution of consciousness, not a revolution of conflict.
And that leaves us with a final, really inspiring question. This blueprint is for agriculture, sure, but its core principles, cooperation, rational distribution, maximizing collective potential, those are universal. If we can apply this kind of thinking to solve hunger, what else becomes possible? What other grand challenges of our time could we solve by working together in a smarter, more humane way?